Hello and welcome to Top of the World. If it's your first time, I'm Simon and we're based just underneath the Arctic Circle. So we're still very much in the middle of the winter. Well, we should be very much in the middle of the winter. Something in the middle of winter, something happened to the jet stream. We've been having these really strange warm winds for these last about a week now. Something to do with Saudi Arabia and sandstorms and I don't know. But we shouldn't be where we are. I shouldn't be wearing no hat and no gloves. We should still be in the serious minus temperatures. And well, let me turn the camera around. We can see yard. There's no snow on any of the roofs. Huge lakes of water in the yard. Oh yeah, the van's out of hibernation. Look at that yard, all the way down. That's mainly river. Yeah, not going well. So you can see the forming of the gullies. For those of you who watched last year with me digging trenches, well, we've still got quite a hard ice pack. But where it's not hard ice pack, you see how squidgy the ground is? Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse, so you can jump on it like a trampoline. And you can see all the water pouring down there. This will all be a major river as it melts, but it shouldn't be like this time of the year, and thankfully it's all about to change, and we're about to dive back down into the double minus digits and snow. So all this, by the time it depends, the snow is forecast for Sunday, so the snow's forecast for 4 days time, and I'll probably do another video. Look at the standing water. It's got nowhere to go because the ground's still frozen underneath, even though we can see the top part of it. But yeah, we shouldn't be dealing with this. So this is all going to freeze solid. Tomorrow, I think it's +3 or +4. It will melt again tomorrow, and then it will freeze solid. And then we'll have a nice -15, -20, and then we'll have snow on top, and it'll all be tidy and clean again. So it's a bit unusual for this time of year. Where are we now? March the 20 something. We should still be in the middle of winter. Now I did mention in my other video about the snow clearing from the bottom of the trees. Thought they might start to take sap. No, they're still well and truly asleep. Nothing's drawing any sap, but certainly from my point of view, well, we've never seen benches and yard like this. Not this time of the year. We should be, like I say, still in the grips of winter. But I've been inside. Oh, there's a hairy hund. There's not such a hairy hund. You see his collar matches his ball? That's because you can actually see his collar now. See if he goes in all that water. No, he's not really that interested. He don't like water. Spanish water hound don't like water. Anyway, so that's I was just going to do a quick update on where I am, because I've really been focused on what I'm about to show you, which is have I got spikes on my boots? No, should I have? I've really been focused on the inside and getting that archway and the wall finished, so we'll cut to that now. What I didn't show you is what it's like on this lovely Sunday. There you go, Sunday. What are you doing on Sunday, Simon? Well, I'm wallpapering because I've cleared the snow again. End of middle of February, I don't know, somewhere around there. Anyway, we've got a long way to go yet. Right, where was I? And there we are, completed job. I don't think you could have built a wall this size. That's 4 metres by 6 metres for any cheaper. Seamless. Very nice. Pop the sockets on, skirting, trim round the edge, trim down the side. Now that side's in, I can trim across the top of there. And we can move all this around and start focusing over here. Nice job. What I should have done before I showed you this is I should have put the light switch on, which I didn't have, but I've now got. And I've got this sat on rags because I keep having to slide this around on the floor and I don't want to damage the floor. So this is the original floor. We're not going to talk about that because that's in the whole series of videos of renovating, but that's the archway finished. And also, whilst I was doing that this last couple of days, I've also made up this skirting kickboard, barge board, whatever you want to call it, depending from where you are. And then I've stained that the same as this. So I've had to stop over here because this is an unfinished wall. We're working on that. I wanted to get this wall finished. So we've got a finished wall here. And I want to get this wall finished. But now I've put this bit of trim up, I've got to take this off because I've now made a bigger trim that's too small. You see the size and the scale of this wall. I can do, just as a reference, there's my light. There's a video to me building this light, but it's a huge wall. Anyway, that's what all the rebates did, rebates, as I've been corrected. We're now done on that. And the idea, specifically for AJ, who didn't have a clue what and why, the reason I made these in one piece is so that there's no joints and I've got this recess. It looks right. So, and then you can see I intimated in the last one that I got a palm router which allows me to be able to do all this without doing it on the biggest router in the world. And then of course there's my key at the top. So that aspect of that wall now is finished, and we can move on to moving our way down this horrible. This is part of the remaining. I'll give you a sneak preview. Oh, I don't knock my tree over. So this is still the remaining school. This is what the school looked like. Of course, this is part of the gymnasium. So this is all undone, but there'll be a whole series coming out on the renovating of this part of the building, because over on this side this was all major structural works that we undertook a year ago, just before my back went, as it happens. Anyway, that's that one. So that's what it looks like. And I've now added the skirting in the back there before, which it wasn't there. So now that bit's done, I've got a bit more to do where you can't see running data cables and this kind of thing. And then I can move on to that outer wall and start looking at window trims, pelmets and wall coverings. Now for those of you avid watchers, you remember we cleared the airport of all this stuff, where you can see I had it all stacked up here and all the crates are gone. The crates are all over there now, full of my neighbour's wood that we've done for him. But now we can start to think about looking at these. These are these big chassis that I took apart, and we got a building to replace. I'll see if I can walk across here without falling over, because I know that's all going to be very funny for many of you, but I can assure you when you land on the ice, anyway, you know about that. So I'm going to start taking those apart and stacking up the sectional timbers, because over in this corner I have a building which has got a building permit and has had a building permit for years, but it's just not suitable. It's just, you know, I've lived with it for the last few years, but I need to do something about it. So this building here, this has a building permit and should be there, but there's no specification on height. So the idea with this is, I'm not sure what it was for originally even, but I put that wood rack in there, and I kind of have, well, this is extra boarding and scaffolding components for the main building, and this is kind of trims. What I want to do is go over the whole thing and move it out slightly in line with all the other buildings, which you can't see behind these crates, and put it up and put a big pitch roof on it. And we should be able to get a tractor and another vehicle in there, 2 vehicles, or providing I make it 5.5, 6 metres wide, we can, instead of having all our timber stacked out here over winter under sheets, I can forklift it back into there and still get the tractor in something else. And the reason I want to move the tractor from that building, which is the tractor shed building over there, is we have no outside parking for our vehicles in the winter, which have to be undercover. And so they're all crammed in the back entrance to the factory. So yeah, as soon as spring breaks, I want to get some concrete stanchions in here and then go over this building. My intention is to build straight over the top of it and then take it down inside. Anyway, that's what we're going to be doing next, taking these chassis apart. Right, well, I think he's waiting for me. Funny. But that's it for today, just a quick update. I'll have a longer one. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll have a longer one ready for the weekend. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.